Okay, brace yourselves, grab a seat, a stress ball, maybe a shot of espresso chased with regret, because the iPhone 17 leaks are here and Apple has officially snapped. This year, they didn't just tiptoe out of their comfort zone. No, they put that comfort zone in a rocket, launched it into the sun, and said, let's do orange. Yes, orange. If you thought Apple was running out of ideas, think again. They've apparently decided that the next logical step in their journey of reinventing rectangles is to dip their flagship phone into a bottle of bronzed pumpkin juice and call it innovation. But don't worry, that's just the tip of this beautifully stupid iceberg. We've also got camera bumps bigger than your insecurities, aluminum frame redesigns that scream overcompensation, and Dynamic Island 2.0. Which still won't tell me when my Uber driver's taken a wrong turn into Narnia. Welcome to the most sarcastically explosive iPhone 17 breakdown you didn't know you needed but now can't live without. So, when is this circus of anodized aluminum and chaos officially kicking off? Well, if you've been paying attention to Apple's launch history, and let's be honest, they've been about as consistent as a software update that doesn't ruin battery life. We're looking at the second week of September. Supposedly, probably, maybe. According to leaker Mark Gurman, Apple's rolling with the usual let's pretend this is a surprise timeline, landing somewhere between September 8th and 10th, but don't etch it into your calendar in titanium just yet. Last year, Apple decided to go full feral and drop the keynote on a Monday. Like some kind of sadistic productivity prank. What's next? Live streaming from Tim Cook's sauna on a Saturday morning. Nothing's off the table anymore. Apple's schedule is as unpredictable as their dongle pricing. Now let's talk about what's actually making headlines and nightmares. The orange iPhone 17 Pro. Yes, friends, Apple is reportedly cooking up a phone the same color as your vitamin C supplements. Because why not? It's not like people have been screaming for longer battery life or more useful software features. Nope. What we really need, what humanity deserves, is an iPhone that looks like a limited edition Fanta can. Now, to be fair, this isn't the kind of traffic cone orange that burns your retina. This is Apple's version of orange, meaning it's been passed through 19 committees, 4 legal teams, and Joni Ives' Ghost. It's more sophisticated bronze sunset than Halloween accident, but still, it's orange for a Pro model, and that's never happened before. So the question becomes, who's this for? Is this for the techie who wants to scream, I'm quirky, but in a premium way? Or maybe for the person who drinks espresso with oat milk and believes in the healing power of burnt sienna? Either way, Apple's making a bet, and that bet is that you're ready to drop $1,200 on a phone that looks like a roasted yam. But don't worry, Apple didn't stop at let's cause chaos with orange. Oh no, they doubled down and are reportedly releasing a grand total of 15 color options across the iPhone 17 lineup, because nothing says simplicity like giving people the emotional paralysis of choosing between steel gray and graphite twilight storm edition. The Air model is allegedly rocking black, white, blue, light blue, and a light gold, which, let's be honest, sounds less like color options and more like the paint palette of a suburban dentist's office. The base iPhone 17 adds green, purple, and the aforementioned steel gray, and because nothing screams new and exciting like another variation of gray. And then the pros, they get black, obviously, white, gray, dark blue, which may or may not look like sadness, and the blessed, cursed, memed to death orange, because Apple wanted to make sure no one could say they played it safe. Of course, if you're like most people, none of this matters, because the second you get your phone, you're slapping a case on it that either hides everything or turns it into a glitter-infested mess your niece picked out. But hey, maybe this year's color scheme will convince you to go with a clear case. Just so everyone knows you had the courage to buy the orange one. You're basically a hero. Now let's talk about Apple's little digital forehead. The dynamic island. You remember that thing, right? The floating widget blob at the top of your screen that promised to revolutionize interactivity and ended up being nothing more than a glorified now playing bar and live sports ticker. Well, apparently Apple still believes in it. Bless their hearts. According to leakers, the dynamic island is getting beefed up and will actually become useful in iOS 18, which is wild because so far the only live activity it shows me is my Uber's arrival time, which, spoiler alert, is always wrong. Apple claims they'll integrate it into more key functions. What that means, no one knows. Maybe it'll tell you when your bank account cries after buying the orange iPhone, or when you've gone 48 hours without using Siri because she's still bad at math. Either way, let's just hope it evolves into something more than a glorified squircle with commitment issues. Now for the physical glow up or maybe blow up, Apple is reportedly going full chunk with the iPhone 17 Pro's camera bump going horizontal like the Pixel. It's a full width slab now, a camera unibrow, a panoramic optical forehead. Why? Who knows? Maybe Apple wants us to feel like we're carrying a pocket-sized robot Cyclops. Maybe they're just running out of places to shove sensors. Whatever the case, the new camera bar will span the entire back, and it'll be encased in, wait for it, aluminum. Let's not forget the front camera, which is now reportedly getting 24 megapixels because nothing says essential upgrade like revealing every pore on your sleep-deprived, doom-scrolling face in 4K. Can't wait to FaceTime my therapist and watch the Pixel zoom in on my shame. If you're a selfie addict or just love testing your emotional tolerance, this upgrade is for you. If everyone else, good luck pretending you didn't just age 5 years under those harsh front-facing shadows. So, what have we learned today? Apple's being Apple. They're doing weird things, bold things, orange things, but all while calling it magic. The iPhone 17 is shaping up to be part innovation, part meme, and fully capable of draining your wallet while making you believe it's your idea. But I respect it. Deep down, under the layers of sarcasm, I admire the audacity because it takes real guts to sell you the same phone every year and then slap on a new paint job and call it divine. If you enjoyed this ride through Apple's abstract art project, go ahead and slam that like button like you just dropped your phone face first on concrete. Drop a comment about which iPhone color best matches your existential crisis. And for the love of viral content, hit subscribe because we're just getting started. This has been your controlled chaos tech prophet, signing off with orange juice in one hand and a MagSafe magnet in the other. See you in the next video, and assuming I don't get sued by Cupertino first. Peace out.